What's going on, everybody? So tomorrow night, RB Leipzig versus Manchester United, Champions League. A vital game for both teams. We only need a point to go through, but we can't just rely on a point. So we're going to have to get the 3 points, really, go into the game with that mindset. We're not just go into it thinking, let's shut up shop and get a point, because that's dangerous. Because if we do that, it could backfire. So we need to be on the attack from the get-go. Been some stuff come out today with Pogba and his agent. I'm going to get into that in a minute. My lineup for the game I would go with is De Gea, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Maguire. Luke Shaw's back as well. I would go with Luke Shaw over Telles. Have Telles on the bench. I think Telles, on the most part, has been good since he's come to the club. I thought he was really bad against West Ham in the first half. Bowen was at him all the time and making him look silly, really. But had a better second half, and the overall minutes he's played since he's come to the club, he's been okay. So, but I think Shaw coming back, he knows the system a bit better, and I would start with Shaw if he's fit enough. So Shaw would be left back. I would have Donny van der Beek in the line role, the holding midfielder role with Matic. I think Ollie will go with McTominay and Matic. Fred's obviously still suspended. I would personally put Van der Beek in the deep with Matic and let him be the more free roaming one over Matic, because he's more mobile, Donny. I would have Juan Mata on the right, Rashford on the left, Bruno in the middle, and I would go with Greenwood up top. I think Greenwood is a striker for me. He does look out of place on the wing, even though he can score from there. He always cuts in and shoots, so I think he naturally is a striker. It's a huge game. It'd be a lot of pressure on him if they do play him up front as the lone striker. But I think he can handle it. And if not, I think he's good enough to tie in the other players and bring like Rashford into play. So that's who I would go with. My bench would be Henderson, Williams, Tuanzebe, Telles, Mensah, Lingard and Ighalo. I didn't want to put Ighalo in, to be honest, because I just don't rate him, but because we've got so many injuries, Martial and Cavani are not fit, so they're going to be missing, and we've got no backup really. Rashford or Greenwood are going to be the one that plays up front, but we've not got any backup for striking positions on the bench, so Ighalo has to get there. He just gets a place by that fact. So I believe we're going to win. I think it is going to be a tight game. Point is going to be enough, but I think we will win 2-1. We know that they're not a bad team. Obviously, the first game against them in the group was 5-0 to us, and I think that might have made us look a bit better than, or more further away from them in terms of the quality difference. And to be fair, in the game, on the most part, we were, but maybe 5 goals was a bit exaggerated. But because I don't think that's going to be anywhere near that this time. It's going to be a very close game. I think it's going to be an edgier seat game. People are going to be anxious watching it, and I'm excited to it. Obviously I won't be if we lose, because we'll be in the Europa League. But I'm excited. I believe that we will win 2-1, and a draw is good enough. So I think that gives us more leeway, but we can't be playing around with a draw. So I think 2-1 to us. So Pogba's agent, Mino Raiola, has come out and said that this is the end for Pogba at United. Now, this isn't a huge surprise for me. He's been on and off for years where he comes out and says dumb stuff. People are sort of losing their shit about it a little bit, saying that Pogba should come out and say like, I don't want to work, I don't want you as my agent anymore, and if he wants to stay at United. But we all know Pogba doesn't want to stay at United, so he won't say anything. People getting very angry over this today. But this isn't a surprise to me. This isn't nothing new, and I don't see why stressing yourself about it is going to help. And then that's what people are doing. But Pogba is a bad apple. He scored a world-class goal the other day, and I said that like, credit where credit is due, but we don't see it enough from him. He doesn't show the body language in the games overall, and he doesn't show his quality enough. So, and it's clear that he doesn't want to be here. So for me, I'm not waiting for him to speak up and say, I want a different agent, I want to stay at United, my contract is here, do you know what I mean, and I will play till that runs out. But do you know what I mean, it's not going to happen. He doesn't want to be at the club, and his agent is outspoken, and so for that fact, it doesn't upset me, it doesn't get to me, because I don't want Pogba here. He's a bad apple, as I said. world-class goal the other day, but we don't see it enough. So in terms of just in the dressing room and chemistry and team bonding, it's going to be a hell of a weight lifted off our shoulders when he leaves. And it's unfortunate that's how it's turned out, but we don't see it enough from him. So he can go. It's as simple as that for me. So people that are getting upset and that about it today, it's not worth your stress and your time. The agent is outspoken. That's nothing new. And Pogba, if he wanted to stay, then he probably would come out and say, I don't want you as my agent anymore. I'm going to get someone else, and dismiss the claims and that sort of thing. But we all know that Pogba don't want to be here anymore. So he's not going to do that. So if you're expecting and waiting for that, you're wasting your time. It's as simple as that. There's going to be people that support Pogba, and do you know what I mean? Good luck to him, but he needs to leave the club because he clearly doesn't want to be here. So that's my thoughts on that. 2-1 tomorrow, Manchester United. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I've also, guys, just before I go, I've created a group on Facebook called the United Community. If you type in United Community in the search box on Facebook, it will come up with the groups, and it's the picture for it, because I think there might be another one out there with a similar name, but the picture for the group is Bruno Fernandes. So it's just a group basically set up for the guys on here that watch my content. You can go over to their request to be approved. I will approve you, and then you're in the group. And it's just a group where you can come and post transfer news, lineup news, pre-match, post-match, the player ratings, and just a community for United supporters. So that's on Facebook, guys, if you are interested. But yeah, head over to United Community on Facebook and join the group, man. It's a community for everyone to come together, just spread Manchester United news and talk about Manchester United, and it's the club we love. So that's there on Facebook, guys, for you. Another avenue for you if these videos and you want to be in a community, there's a different format for that, and that's on Facebook. So hope to see some of you guys over there, and I'll be back tomorrow.